Hi everyone! Welcome back to Native Flow English. Imagine this. You wake up one morning and suddenly your job is gone. No emails, no calls, just an empty desk. What would you do? How would you feel? Today, we're going to dive into a story that many young people in the USA, Canada, and Europe face every day. We will explore the struggles of unemployment, real life lessons, and practical ways to get back on track. Plus, you will get a chance to practice your English listening and speaking skills with simple, everyday words. Before we start, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this topic. And here is a question for you right now. Have you ever felt worried about losing your job? Write yes or no in the comments. Now, let me introduce our main character. Her name is Emily, a young woman living in New York. Emily recently graduated from college and landed her first big job in a marketing company. Everything seemed perfect until one day the company announced sudden layoffs. Emily was shocked. She had bills to pay, student loans, and dreams she wanted to achieve. Losing her job felt like the ground disappeared under her feet. She was not alone, though. Thousands of young professionals in America face the same situation every year. Emily quickly realized that unemployment is not just about money. It is about confidence, daily routine, and even mental health. She found herself asking questions like, how will I pay my rent? How will I explain this to my family? Am I not good enough for this job? These thoughts are normal. Many young people in the USA and Europe feel the same, and this is why today's story is important. We will not only hear Emily's journey, but we will also learn simple English phrases you can use when talking about life challenges. Here is a question for you. If you lost your job tomorrow, what would be your first step? Comment your answer below. Now let's follow Emily's first few days after losing her job. She needed a plan. And here is the first lesson. Do not panic. Start small and take one step at a time. In English, you can say, I will find a new job soon. I need to update my resume. I will practice my skills every day. These simple sentences are powerful. They help you think positively and practice English at the same time. In the next part, we will see how Emily starts her job search, the challenges she faces in interviews, and the mistakes she makes that many young people make. We will also show practical ways to improve and stay motivated. So if you are ready, stay tuned for the next part. And remember, life may knock you down, but English can help you stand tall. After losing her job, Emily felt nervous but decided to take action. She knew she could not wait and hoped things would get better on their own. She started by updating her resume. She wrote clearly about her skills, experience, and achievements. She practiced writing simple sentences like, I have experience in marketing. I can work in a team, and I am ready to learn new things. Writing these sentences helped her practice English and feel more confident. Emily also created a list of companies where she wanted to apply. She learned to say, I am sending my application today, and I hope to get an interview next week. Every time she sent an email, she felt a small sense of achievement. This shows that even small steps can make a big difference. The first challenge came when Emily tried to prepare for interviews. She realized that speaking English in a professional setting is different from casual conversation. She practiced phrases like, I am interested in this position because it matches my skills. I worked on a marketing project that increased sales, and I enjoy learning new things. Emily also recorded herself speaking to hear her own voice and correct mistakes. This is a simple way anyone can improve English speaking skills at home. Emily faced rejection at first. Several companies replied that they had already filled the position. She felt disappointed, but learned an important lesson. Rejection is normal. She practiced saying, "It is okay. I will try again tomorrow, and I will find the right job." These simple phrases helped her stay positive and continue learning English without giving up. While searching for a job, Emily realized that networking is very important. She reached out to former classmates, friends, and colleagues. She wrote messages like, "Hi, I am looking for a marketing position. Do you know any opportunities?" This simple English helped her connect with people and get advice. Networking is not only about finding a job, it is also about practicing English in real-life situations. Another challenge Emily faced was staying motivated. Some days she felt tired and wanted to give up. She reminded herself that learning English and improving her skills can take time. She used sentences like, "I will keep practicing. I am improving every day, and I can do this." Saying these sentences aloud helped her feel stronger and more determined. Emily also decided to improve her skills while looking for a job. She watched English videos online, read simple articles, and practice speaking with friends. She learned new words like resume, interview, application, opportunity, and career. She wrote sentences using these words to remember them better. For example, "I updated my resume today. I have an interview tomorrow, and I hope this opportunity is right for me." These sentences are simple but very useful for everyday English. During this time, Emily noticed that many young people in America, Europe, and other countries face similar challenges. They worry about money, self-confidence, and their future. Some do not know how to start learning new skills or how to prepare for job interviews. Emily's journey shows that small steps, daily practice, and positive thinking can help overcome these difficulties. Here is a question for you. What is the first thing you would do if you lost your job tomorrow? Type your answer in the comments. Practicing writing in English is also a way to improve your language skills. Emily learned another important lesson. Asking for help is not a weakness. She joined online groups for job seekers, attended free webinars, and asked for advice from mentors. She used simple English to communicate, saying, "Can you give me some advice? I am looking for a new job. And what do you recommend?" Asking questions and listening carefully helped her improve English and learn new strategies for finding work. Emily also kept a daily schedule. She wrote simple sentences to organize her day. For example, "Today I will send 3 applications. I will practice English for 1 hour. And I will go for a walk." This routine gave her structure and made her feel productive. Using English to plan her day was a small but powerful practice that improved both her language skills and her confidence. Some days were harder than others. Emily sometimes felt lonely and worried about the future. She reminded herself that learning English, practicing skills, and taking small steps every day would lead to success. She said phrases like, "I am learning something new today. I am stronger than yesterday, and I can handle challenges." These phrases are simple but very motivating for anyone learning English. By the end of the first month, Emily started to see progress. She got responses from companies. She felt more confident speaking English in interviews. And she noticed that daily practice really works. She learned that the key to success is patience, persistence, and continuous learning. Here is another question for you. How do you stay motivated when things are difficult? Comment below and share your experience. Using English to express your feelings is a great way to practice. In the next part, we will follow Emily as she attends interviews, faces real-life obstacles, and discovers practical solutions for young people facing unemployment. We will also learn new phrases and expressions in English that you can use in similar situations. Remember, if you are ready to improve your English and learn from real-life stories, stay tuned. Life may be challenging, but every small step counts, and practicing English every day makes a big difference. After weeks of preparing and sending applications, Emily finally got her first interview. She was nervous but excited. She reminded herself to speak clearly and confidently. She practiced saying, "I am happy to meet you. Thank you for this opportunity, and I am ready to answer your questions." These simple phrases helped her feel prepared and confident. On the day of the interview, Emily dressed neatly and arrived early. She knew first impressions matter. She greeted the interviewer with a smile and said, "Hello, it is nice to meet you." The interviewer asked about her experience and skills. Emily replied using the sentences she had practiced. "I worked on a marketing project that increased sales. I enjoy working in a team, and I am eager to learn new things." Speaking slowly and clearly helped her communicate better in English. Despite her preparation, Emily faced challenges during the interview. Some questions were difficult to understand. She had to ask politely, "Could you please repeat the question, or can you explain what you mean?" Asking for clarification is normal and shows confidence. Many young people are afraid to ask, but it is okay to take a moment to understand before answering. Emily also learned to use simple English when explaining her ideas. She avoided long or complicated sentences. She said, "I solved a problem by creating a new plan. I improved my work by asking for feedback. And I like to learn from mistakes." Using simple and clear sentences made her answers easy to understand and showed her professionalism. After the interview, Emily felt relieved but unsure how she did. She reminded herself that every interview is a learning experience. She wrote sentences in her diary like, "Today I did my best. I learned new words, and I will prepare better for the next interview." Writing simple sentences helps practice English and reflect on experiences at the same time. Emily faced more interviews in the following weeks. Some went well, some did not. She experienced rejection again. She learned that rejection is not the end. She used phrases like, "I will try again," "I will improve my skills," and "I am getting closer to my goal." These sentences helped her stay motivated and continue practicing English. During this time, Emily also discovered the importance of soft skills. She practiced listening carefully, speaking politely, and showing interest in the company. She learned sentences like, "I am interested in your work. I enjoy collaborating with a team, and I am happy to contribute my ideas." Soft skills are very important for young professionals, and practicing these sentences in English improves confidence and communication. Emily also learned to manage stress. Sometimes she felt anxious before interviews. She practiced deep breathing and repeated sentences like, "I am calm. I am prepared, and I can do this." Using simple English to motivate herself helped her stay focused and relaxed during difficult situations. While searching for a job, Emily realized the importance of learning from others. She listened to experienced professionals, watched English videos about job interviews, and read simple articles about career advice. She wrote sentences to remember key points, like preparation is important. Networking helps find opportunities, and persistence leads to success. Writing and speaking these sentences strengthened her English and gave her practical knowledge. Emily's story also shows the challenges many young people face. In the USA, Canada, and Europe, unemployment among young adults can cause stress, low confidence, and uncertainty about the future. Many do not know where to start or how to improve their skills. Emily learned that by taking small steps, practicing English every day, and asking for help, it is possible to overcome these challenges. Here is a question for you. What is your biggest fear about job interviews? Type your answer in the comments. Sharing experiences and using English at the same time is a great way to practice. One day, Emily finally received a positive response. A company invited her for a second interview. She was very happy and prepared even more carefully. She reviewed all the questions she might be asked, practiced her sentences, and planned how to introduce herself confidently. She repeated phrases like, "I am excited about this opportunity. I have experience in marketing, and I am ready to contribute." Practicing these sentences helped her feel more confident than ever. Emily's success did not come from luck. It came from preparation, practice, and positive thinking. She learned that small daily actions, such as practicing English, updating her resume, and networking, create real opportunities. She also realized that patience and persistence are very important for young people facing unemployment. In the next part, we will see how Emily finally gets a job, how she starts her new role, and the lessons she learns about adapting to a professional environment. We will also introduce new simple English phrases that viewers can use in real-life work situations. Remember, losing a job is challenging, but every small step counts. Practicing English, staying positive, and learning from experiences will help you move forward. Emily's story shows that determination and consistent effort can turn difficulties into opportunities. Emily was excited and nervous on her first day at the new company. She reminded herself to stay calm and confident. She said simple sentences like, "I am happy to start today. I am ready to learn. And I hope to do my best." Using these sentences helped her feel confident and prepared for the day. Her first task was to meet her team. She introduced herself with a smile and said, "Hello, my name is Emily. I'm excited to work with you, and I look forward to learning from you." Her colleagues welcomed her warmly, and she felt more comfortable. Simple English phrases like this help anyone start a new job and build good relationships. Emily quickly learned that listening is very important. She paid close attention to instructions and repeated them in her own words to make sure she understood. She used sentences like, "I will do this task today. I understood your instructions, and please let me know if I make a mistake." These sentences are easy to remember and help practice English while working. She also realized the importance of asking questions. If she did not understand something, she politely asked, "Can you explain this again?" Or "How should I do this task?" Asking questions shows interest and helps avoid mistakes. Many young people are afraid to ask, but Emily learned that asking is part of learning and growing. During the first week, Emily faced some challenges. Some tasks were difficult, and she had to work extra hours to finish them. She reminded herself to stay positive and repeated sentences like, "I can do this. I will try my best. And every day, I learn something new." Simple positive sentences help improve confidence and motivation in real-life situations. Emily also discovered the importance of teamwork. She collaborated with colleagues on projects, shared ideas, and listened to others' opinions. She practiced phrases like, "I like your idea. Can we try this? And I will help with this task." Using simple English in teamwork situations helped her communicate clearly and build good relationships. At the same time, Emily kept learning English every day. She read simple articles related to her work, listened to English podcasts, and practiced speaking with her friends. She learned new words like project, deadline, report, teamwork, and feedback. She wrote simple sentences to remember them. For example, I finished the project today. I received feedback from my manager, and our team completed the report. Writing and speaking these sentences helped her remember and use English naturally. Emily also learned to manage her time well. She created a daily schedule using simple sentences like, today I will finish the report. I will attend a meeting at 10 a.m. and I will practice English for 30 minutes. Planning her day in English helped her stay organized and improved both her language skills and work performance. During this time, Emily faced small failures, like making mistakes in her reports or forgetting a task. She reminded herself that mistakes are normal and said, I will correct this. I will learn from my mistakes, and tomorrow I will do better. Using simple sentences to reflect on mistakes is a great way to practice English and stay motivated. Emily also realized the importance of balance. She worked hard but also took breaks, went for walks, and practiced English outside work. She said sentences like, I will take a break, I will rest for 15 minutes, and I will practice English after work. These simple sentences help learners organize life and practice English in real situations. After the first month, Emily felt more confident and comfortable in her new role. She learned that success comes from preparation, practice, and positive thinking. She also realized that English is not just a subject to study, but a tool to communicate, build relationships, and solve real-life problems. Here is a question for you. What is one thing you would do on your first day at a new job to feel confident? Type your answer in the comments and try to write it in English. Practicing writing helps improve language skills and confidence. Emily's story shows that young people facing challenges like unemployment can succeed by taking small steps, practicing English every day, asking for help, and staying positive. Life is not always easy, but every small action counts. She learned to combine language learning with real-life experiences, which helped her grow personally and professionally. In the next part, we will explore more life lessons Emily learns from her co-workers, how she overcomes bigger challenges at work, and practical tips for anyone learning English and preparing for a career. We will also introduce more useful English phrases that you can use in your own life. Remember, starting a new job or facing challenges is never easy, but with preparation, persistence, and daily English practice, you can improve both your language skills and your life. Emily's journey shows that challenges can become opportunities if you stay positive, practice every day, and keep learning. After a few months at her new job, Emily felt proud of how far she had come. She remembered the difficult days after losing her first job, the stress, the doubts, and the fear. Looking back, she realized that every challenge she faced taught her something important. She said sentences like, I learned a lot from my experience. I grew stronger, and I am ready for new opportunities. These simple sentences can help anyone reflect on their own journey and practice English at the same time. One of the biggest lessons Emily learned is that persistence matters more than luck. Finding a job, learning new skills, and improving English all take time. She practiced saying, I will keep trying. I will improve every day, and I can achieve my goals. These sentences are simple but powerful for anyone learning English and facing life challenges. Emily also discovered the importance of a positive mindset. Instead of thinking I cannot do this, she said, I will try. I am learning and I can solve problems. Thinking positively helped her stay motivated and approach challenges with confidence. Using English sentences to express your thoughts and feelings is a great way to improve your language skills and self-confidence. Another lesson is that small steps lead to big results. Sending one application, practicing English for 30 minutes, or asking one question at work may seem small. But over time, these actions create real progress. Emily used sentences like today, I completed one task. I learned one new word. And I spoke English with a friend. Simple actions every day make a big difference in learning English and achieving goals. Emily also learned the value of asking for help. She reached out to friends, mentors, and colleagues for advice. She learned phrases like, can you help me with this? What do you suggest I do? And thank you for your advice. Asking for help is not a weakness. It is a way to learn, grow, and improve both English and life skills. Time management was another key lesson. Emily planned her day using simple sentences like, today I will finish this project. I will practice English for 1 hour and I will take a short break. Planning her day in English helped her stay organized and improved both her work performance and her language skills. You can use the same technique to organize your life and practice English at the same time. Teamwork and communication became important lessons as well. Emily learned to listen to her co-workers, share ideas clearly, and support others. She used sentences like, I agree with your idea. Can I help with this? And our team can do this together. Practicing these phrases helped her build strong relationships at work and improve English naturally. Emily's journey also taught her resilience. She faced rejection, mistakes, and stress, but she never gave up. She reminded herself every day with sentences like, I am learning from my mistakes. I will do better tomorrow. And challenges make me stronger. These phrases are simple but very effective for anyone learning English and facing difficulties. Here is a question for you. What is one lesson you learned from a difficult situation in your life? Type your answer in the comments and try to write it in English. Sharing your experience helps practice English and encourages others. Emily also realized that learning English is a continuous process. She continued practicing every day, reading articles, listening to podcasts, and speaking with friends. She said sentences like, today I learned 2 new words. I practiced speaking for 20 minutes. And I understood a new idea. Using English to describe what you learn every day helps improve vocabulary, confidence, and fluency. Finally, Emily learned the importance of balance, work, learning English, and personal life are all important. She used sentences like, I will finish my work, I will practice English, and I will rest for a while. Balance helped her stay healthy, happy, and motivated. Everyone can use these simple sentences to organize life and practice English at the same time. Emily's story shows that even when life seems hard, challenges can become opportunities. Losing a job, facing uncertainty, and learning new skills are difficult. But persistence, positive thinking, and daily practice make a difference. Using English in real-life situations helps improve language skills and confidence simultaneously. David is a young man living in Toronto. Like Emily, he recently lost his job due to company downsizing. Unlike Emily, David feels frustrated and confused at first. He constantly asks himself, why did this happen to me? And what should I do next? These sentences reflect real emotions many young people feel when unemployed. David's first approach is different. He spends a few days thinking and feeling upset. Then he decides to write down his strengths and skills in simple sentences like, I am good at sales. I have experience with clients and I can learn new tools quickly. Writing down skills helps David organize his thoughts and practice English at the same time. One day, David meets a friend who gives him advice. The friend says, it is important to network and practice English every day. David begins reaching out to former colleagues and attending online meetings. He writes messages like, Hi, I am looking for a new job. Do you know any opportunities? And thank you for your time. Using simple English for networking helps him feel less isolated. David also tries a different learning approach. Instead of applying to many jobs at once, he focuses on learning new skills that are in demand. He takes online courses and watches English tutorials. He repeats sentences like, I am learning new skills. I will practice every day, and this will help me find a better job. These sentences are easy for beginners and useful in real-life situations. Unlike Emily, David faces discouragement from family and friends. They ask, Are you sure you can find another job? And why don't you take something easy for now? David practices positive sentences to stay motivated, such as I am improving my skills, I will find a job I like, and challenges make me stronger. Saying these sentences aloud helps him maintain confidence and improve English. David's journey also shows the importance of creative problem solving. He thinks about freelance opportunities and small projects while waiting for a full-time job. He uses sentences like, I can do freelance work. I will offer my services online. And this is a good experience. These simple sentences teach English learners practical ways to talk about work and career in everyday life. During interviews, David's experience is different from Emily's. He sometimes struggles with speaking fluently, but he asks questions politely. Could you repeat that? Or can you explain more? He uses simple sentences to answer questions. I worked with clients before. I enjoy learning new skills, and I can handle difficult situations. These strategies help him communicate clearly, despite nervousness. David also learns about resilience and time management. He creates a daily schedule. Today, I will practice English. I will apply to one job. I will take a break. Simple sentences help him stay organized and consistent. Over time, David notices improvement in both his confidence and his English skills. One of David's most important lessons is that failure is part of success. Some applications are rejected. Some interviews do not go well. He reminds himself using phrases like, I will try again. I will learn from this experience, and my efforts will pay off. These simple sentences are excellent tools for English learners and life motivation. David's perspective shows that young people may react differently to unemployment. Some feel motivated quickly like Emily. Some need more reflection like David. Both approaches teach important lessons: persistence, self-reflection, learning new skills, networking, and using English to communicate and grow. Here is a question for viewers. Which approach do you relate to more? Emily's proactive strategy or David's reflective strategy? Write your answer in the comments using simple English. Practicing expressing your opinion is a great way to learn the language. After reflecting on his situation for a few days, David realized he needed a plan, unlike Emily, who started applying immediately. David decided to first focus on improving his skills and organizing his thoughts. He wrote down his strengths and weaknesses using simple English sentences like, I am good at sales. I need to improve communication. And I can learn new software quickly. Writing these sentences helped him practice English while thinking clearly about his career. David then researched the job market in Toronto. He learned which skills employers were looking for and created a list of online courses and tutorials. He practiced saying, "I will take this course, I will learn new skills, and this will help me get a better job." By repeating these sentences, he practiced both English and a positive mindset. While David worked on his skills, he also started networking. He reached out to former colleagues, friends, and mentors. He sent messages like, "Hi, I am looking for new opportunities. Do you know anyone hiring? And thank you for your advice." Using simple English in these messages helped him build confidence and create real connections in the professional world. David's first attempts at applying for jobs were challenging. Many companies replied that positions were already filled. At first, he felt frustrated and overwhelmed. He reminded himself using sentences like, "It is okay, I will try again tomorrow, and each step brings me closer to success." This daily repetition of positive phrases helped him stay motivated and practice English naturally. He also decided to take on small freelance projects while searching for a full-time job. He practiced simple sentences to communicate with clients. "I can complete this task. I will send the work tomorrow. And please let me know your feedback." Working on these projects helped him gain experience, improve English, and feel productive even during unemployment. David realized that improving English was essential for job success. He listened to podcasts, watched tutorials, and practiced speaking with friends. He learned practical vocabulary such as resume, interview, client, project, and deadline. He created sentences like, "I updated my resume today, I practiced my interview questions, and I completed a client project." Using these sentences every day strengthened both his language skills and professional confidence. Unlike Emily, David sometimes struggled with self-doubt. He questioned if he could ever find a suitable job and worried about his future. He learned to overcome these feelings by repeating positive sentences. "I am learning every day. I am improving my skills, and my efforts will pay off." These simple phrases helped him stay focused and resilient. David also joined online communities for job seekers. He asked questions and shared experiences using sentences like, "Can you give me advice? I am looking for a new opportunity. And how did you handle this situation?" Listening to others and practicing English in real conversations helped him gain new strategies and motivation. He set a daily schedule to stay productive. Simple sentences helped him organize his time. "Today I will practice English for 1 hour. I will apply to 2 jobs. And I will take a short break." This routine gave him structure and allowed him to combine job search efforts with language practice. During this period, David made mistakes. Sometimes he sent incomplete applications or misunderstood client instructions. He reflected using sentences like, "I will correct this, I will learn from my mistakes, and tomorrow I will do better." Practicing English while reflecting on mistakes helped him learn faster and improve his communication skills. One day, after consistent effort, David finally received an interview invitation. He felt nervous but prepared carefully. He practiced sentences like, "I am happy to meet you. I have experience with clients, and I am ready to contribute." Practicing these simple sentences allowed him to communicate clearly and confidently during the interview. David's journey shows that young people may approach unemployment differently. Some start taking immediate action like Emily, while others reflect and focus on skill building first. Like David, Both strategies teach valuable lessons about persistence, planning, and using English in practical situations. Here is a question for you. If you lost your job tomorrow, would you act quickly like Emily or plan carefully like David? Type your answer in the comments using simple English. Sharing your approach helps practice language skills and encourages discussion. David also learned that even small actions create progress. Completing a course, sending a message, or practicing English for 30 minutes every day led to noticeable improvement. He repeated sentences like, I finished one task today, I learned a new word, and I contacted a friend for advice. Simple daily actions build confidence and skills over time. By the end of this part, David felt more prepared for the job market. He had improved his English, gained new skills, and built connections that could lead to opportunities. He reminded himself, I am ready for new challenges. I am learning every day, and my efforts will bring results. These sentences are simple but powerful for anyone facing unemployment. In the next part, we will follow David as he attends interviews, faces real-life challenges, and discovers practical solutions for young people looking for jobs. We will also introduce new English phrases that are useful for interviews, networking, and building confidence in professional situations. Remember, whether you act immediately or plan carefully, the key is to stay consistent. Practice English every day and never give up. David's story shows that reflection, preparation, and persistence can turn challenges into opportunities. After weeks of preparing, improving his skills, and networking, David finally received his first interview invitation. Unlike Emily, who started applying immediately, David felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. He reminded himself to stay calm and confident by repeating simple sentences like, I am ready for this interview. I will do my best. And I am learning every day. These sentences helped him practice English and manage his nerves. On the day of the interview, David dressed neatly and arrived early. He greeted the interviewer with a smile and said, Hello, it is nice to meet you. The interviewer asked him to describe his experience and skills. David answered with simple sentences he had practiced. I have experience with clients. I worked on small projects, and I enjoy learning new tools. Speaking slowly and clearly helped him communicate effectively in English. During the interview, David faced some challenges. Some questions were difficult to understand. At first, he felt nervous, but he remembered that it is okay to ask for clarification. He said, Could you repeat the question? Or can you explain what you mean? Asking politely helped him avoid mistakes and showed confidence. Many young people are afraid to ask, but David learned that asking questions is normal and helpful. David also realized the importance of using simple English. He avoided long or complicated sentences and focused on being clear. He said, I solved a problem by creating a new plan. I improved my work by asking for feedback. And I like to learn from mistakes. Using short, clear sentences made his answers easy to understand and professional. After the interview, David felt both relieved and uncertain. He wrote in his journal simple sentences like today, I did my best. I learned new phrases, and I will prepare better for the next interview. Reflecting in English helped him improve both language skills and confidence for future interviews. David faced several more interviews over the following weeks. Some went well, others did not. Rejection was hard for him at first, but he used simple phrases to stay positive. I will try again. I will improve my skills, and I am getting closer to my goal. These sentences helped him maintain motivation and practice English simultaneously. He also learned the importance of soft skills. Listening carefully, speaking politely, and showing interest in the company were crucial. He used phrases like, "I am interested in this position," "I enjoy collaborating with a team," and "I am happy to contribute ideas." Practicing these phrases in English helped him communicate better and feel more confident during interviews. David discovered strategies to manage stress before interviews. He practiced deep breathing and repeated positive sentences such as "I am calm," "I am prepared," and "I can handle this." Simple self-motivating phrases helped him focus and stay relaxed in stressful situations. During this period, David also sought advice from mentors and online communities. He asked simple questions like, "Can you give me advice? I am looking for a new opportunity. And how do you prepare for interviews?" Listening to experienced professionals and practicing English in real-life conversations gave him new insights and confidence. David organized his daily schedule to balance job applications, skill building, and English practice. He used sentences like, "Today I will apply to 2 jobs. I will practice English for 1 hour. And I will take a short break." Structuring his day helped him stay productive and consistent. He made mistakes along the way, such as sending incomplete applications or misunderstanding instructions. David reflected on these mistakes using simple sentences like, "I will correct this," "I will learn from my mistakes," and "tomorrow I will do better." This approach helped him improve English and professional skills simultaneously. One day, after persistent effort, David received a positive response for a second interview. He prepared thoroughly and practiced sentences like, "I am excited about this opportunity," "I have experience with clients," and "I am ready to contribute." Practicing these sentences made him more confident and ready to face challenges. David's journey shows that young people may approach unemployment differently. Some act quickly like Emily, while others reflect and focus on skill building, first like David. Both approaches teach important lessons: persistence, patience, self-reflection, and using English in real-life situations. Here is a question for viewers. Which approach do you relate to more? David's careful planning or Emily's proactive strategy? Write your answer in the comments using simple English. Sharing your opinion helps practice communication and encourages discussion. David also realized that small actions lead to progress. Completing a course, sending a message, or practicing English for 30 minutes each day created noticeable improvement. He wrote sentences like, "I finished a task today," "I learned a new word," and "I contacted a friend for advice." Daily small actions build confidence and skills over time. By the end of this part, David felt ready for his job search. He improved his English, gained new skills, and built connections that could open doors. He reminded himself, "I am ready for new challenges. I am learning every day, and my efforts will bring results." These simple sentences are effective for anyone facing unemployment and learning English. In the next part, we will follow David as he starts a new job, adapts to workplace challenges, and applies the English skills he has learned. We will also explore practical tips for thriving in a professional environment while improving language skills. Remember, whether you act quickly or plan carefully, persistence, practice, and consistent English learning are key. David's story shows that careful planning, self-reflection, and continuous learning can turn challenges into opportunities. David was excited and nervous on his first day at the new company. He reminded himself to stay confident and calm by saying simple sentences like, I am ready to start today, I will do my best, and I am learning every day. These sentences helped him practice English while preparing mentally. He met his team and introduced himself with a smile, saying hello. My name is David. I am happy to work with you, and I look forward to learning from you. Using simple English helped him make a good first impression and build positive relationships. David quickly learned that listening is very important. He paid close attention to instructions and repeated them in his own words to ensure understanding. He said sentences like, I will complete this task today. I understood your instructions, and please let me know if I make a mistake. Practicing these phrases helped him communicate clearly and confidently. He also realized the value of asking questions when he did not understand something. He politely asked, Can you explain this again? Or how should I do this task? Asking questions shows interest and helps avoid errors. Many young people hesitate to ask, but David discovered that asking is a part of learning and growing. During the first week, David faced challenges. Some tasks were complex, and he had to work longer hours. He reminded himself to stay positive using sentences like, I can do this. I will try my best. And every day I learn something new. Positive simple sentences boost confidence and motivation in real situations. David also discovered the importance of teamwork. He collaborated with colleagues, shared ideas, and listened to others' opinions. He practiced phrases like, I like your idea. Can we try this? And I will help with this task. Simple English in teamwork situations helped him communicate effectively and build strong relationships. At the same time, David continued learning English every day. He read work-related articles, watched tutorials, and spoke with friends in English. He learned practical vocabulary such as project, deadline, report, teamwork, and feedback. He wrote sentences to remember them. For example, I finished the project today. I received feedback from my manager, and our team completed the report. Practicing writing and speaking helped him remember and use English naturally. David also learned to manage his time. He created a daily schedule using simple sentences like today, I will finish this report. I will attend a meeting at 10 a.m. and I will practice English for 30 minutes. Planning in English helped him stay organized and improved both work performance and language skills. He faced small failures, such as mistakes in reports or forgetting tasks. David reminded himself that mistakes are part of learning. He said, I will correct this. I will learn from my mistakes, and tomorrow I will do better. Reflecting in English strengthened both skills and confidence. David realized the importance of balance. Work, English practice, and personal life are all important. He said sentences like, I will finish my work, I will practice English, and I will rest for a while. This balance helped him stay healthy, motivated, and focused. After the first month, David felt more confident in his role. He learned that success comes from preparation, our daily practice, and a positive mindset. He also realized that English is not only a subject to study, but a tool to communicate, build relationships, and solve real-life problems. Here is a question for you. What is one thing you would do on your first day at a new job to feel confident? Type your answer in the comments and try to write it in English. Sharing experiences helps practice language skills. David's journey shows that even when facing challenges, consistent effort, daily English practice, and patience lead to success. Planning carefully, asking questions, Teamwork and learning from mistakes are essential skills for both life and language. In the next part, we will explore more lessons David learns from co-workers, how he overcomes bigger challenges, and practical English phrases for professional situations. We will also share tips for staying motivated and growing in a new job. Remember, starting a new job is not easy, but small steps every day, practicing English, and staying positive will help you succeed. David's story shows that reflection, preparation, and persistence can turn challenges into opportunities.